A very good morning to all my dear students. Again, we continue the same chapter of political science, the democratic rights. And today we discuss about the fundamental rights. First, we discuss the fundamental rights. The fundamental rights are defined as the basic human rights to all citizens. These rights, defined in Part 3 of the Constitution, apply irrespective of the race, place of birth, religion, caste, creed, or sex. Fundamental rights may well be called the soul of our Constitution. These are very basic rights that are universally organized as a fundamental to human exist and indispensable for the human development. It guarantees the civil liberties such that all the Indians can lead their lives in the peace and harmony as a citizen of India. ये फंडामेंटल राइट्स बेटा बनाए ही इसलिए गए हैं कि जो पूरी इंडिया है, जो हमारी कंट्री है, वो बड़ी आराम से इन राइट्स को क्या कर सके, एंजॉय कर सके. दे इंक्लूड द इंडिविजुअल राइट्स कॉमन टू मोस्ट लिबरल डेमोक्रेसीज सच एज इक्वलिटी बिफोर द लॉ, freedom of speech and expressions, freedom of association and peaceful assembly, freedom of religion, and right to constitutional remedies for the protection of the civil rights. First, we discuss about the right to equality given in the Constitution of India. First, the right before the law. It means that every citizen is equal in the eye of law. It means every citizen from the Prime Minister to a small farmer in a remote village is subjected to the same law. The government shall not discriminate against any citizen on the grounds of religion, caste, ethnicity, sex, of place of birth. Even a citizen shall have access to public places like shop, restaurant, hotel and cinema halls. इसका मतलब है बेटा कि हम लोग सब, चाहे वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर हो, चाहे वो एक गरीब हो, हम लोगों को सबको पूरा राइट दे रखा है और सबको एक जैसी इक्वलिटी ही दे रखी है. नाउ in the second point, we discuss that the prohibits of the discrimination against any citizen of grounds of religion, race, creed, caste, sex, and place of birth. And the third one is the equality of opportunity in all the matters appointment of any public office. हर कोई ऑफिस में कोई ये नहीं है कि ये छोटी कास्ट का है या कोई और लैंग्वेज का है. सबको पूरा का पूरा राइट है कि उसे कोई भी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल सकती है. अनटचेबिलिटी हैज़ बीन abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden by law. Abolition of titles except those of academics or the military discrimination. जैसे ना पहले ज़माने में बेटा टाइटल्स दिए जाते थे, किसी को चौधरी बोला जाता था, किसी को वॉइस राय दिया जाता था. तो अब ये जो टाइटल्स हैं वो क्या कर दिए गए थे, ख़त्म कर दिए गए थे कि इसका कोई भी यूज़ नहीं करेगा. एंड नाउ द सेकंड वन इज राइट टू फ्रीडम. राइट टू फ्रीडम means absence of concentrates in the practical life. It means the absence of interference in our affairs by others. First, freedom of speech and expressions. You are free to criticize the government on the activities of the association in your conversation with parents, friends and relatives. But you cannot use this freedom to instigate the violence against others. You cannot use it to incite the peoples to rebel against the government. Assembly in the peaceful manner from association and unions, reside in any parts of country and trade and business. You are free to extend to choice the occupation. No one can force you to do or do not certain job. Women cannot be told that some kinds of occupation are not for them. People from deprived castes cannot be kept to their traditional occupation. And second one, you have a right to move any place. आपको आसाम में जाना है, आप आसाम में घूम सकते हो. आपको हैदराबाद जाना है, आप हैदराबाद में जा सकते हो. तो move freely throughout the country, reside in any part of the country and practice any profession or to carry of any occupation, trade or the business. And in the next video we continue with the